Welcome to our Peach New Media Peach video case study. I'm Dave Will. I'm the Chief Executive Peach at Peach New Media, and I have with us today Susan Krug. Susan is the Director of Educational Programs for Oklahoma Bar Association. Susan, very, very happy to have you here as you've become a very good friend, and we're very pleased to be working with Oklahoma Bar Association. Susan, we've had this conversation in the past about something that's very meaningful for us here at Peach, and that is recognizing that we are not necessarily the knight in shining armor on a white horse, changing society, improving lives ourselves. We recognize that we've become a tool for folks like you to change society, improve lives. All of our clients are changing lives and changing society, improving lives in one way or another. So my question to you in this one question case study is, Susan, how is Oklahoma Bar Association doing that? How is Oklahoma Bar Association improving lives, delivering continuing legal education?
Well, thanks, Dave, and I appreciate you having me do this today to share a little bit about what we are doing. One of the things that's really important to me is that we think a little bit outside the box. And lawyers are going to always need their basic information on how to do a family law case and how to do a bankruptcy case and what have you. But for me, it was to start thinking about how lawyers can give back and how they can give back to their communities. And then how Peach helps us is to share the kinds of trainings that we do all over the state of Oklahoma, because obviously not all lawyers can come to the Bar Association for live seminars. So having the ability to webcast certain programs and get that information out there is a big plus. We've tried to think of ways and of lawyers that are doing things with nonprofit organizations or that are helping individual victims of crime, for instance. And we've tried to sometimes center programs around those things, and so that we can share this with our rural communities as well as our metropolitan areas such as Oklahoma City and Tulsa.
So do you find the members of OBA are receptive to this? And before you answer that, I think oftentimes we associate CLE with checking the box and saying, that's I got my credit, I got my hours. Do you find that they're receptive to the idea that you're sincerely trying to change society?
I do. I have some numbers to prove that. I did a seminar last session, a couple of them. In fact, one was on working with nonprofit organizations, and we actually partnered with CEOs and executive directors of nonprofits in Oklahoma, and we actually had about 200 people attend. So we had lawyers as well as community nonprofit organizations in the same room, kind of working together and solving problems and that kind of thing. We also last year had our first seminar on human trafficking, and it was kind of a one-on-one 101 for lawyers on what human trafficking looks like and how it is impacting Oklahomans. We're actually building on that seminar with one we have coming up next month in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we're actually having lawyers come to learn more specific information on how they can directly assist victims of human trafficking, regardless of what area of practice that they're in.
Well, you just answered my last question, which is what's on the pike for OBA. I know you and I have talked quite a bit about your passion for addressing human trafficking, and that's a passion that you bring to the table at OBA, so congratulations on doing that. Susan, any last comments before we wrap up?
No, I just encourage folks out there to think outside the box and to find ways that they can share their passion with other lawyers in the community, and Peach is a great tool for us in getting that word out.
Thank you. Well, that's the purpose of this series of case studies, is to display how a lot of organizations like OBA are changing society and improving lives. Thank you so much for your time. Susan Krug, Oklahoma Bar Association. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
You too.